We'll stop cussing. That is awesome. Oh, all right. Well, let's just hit our intro then.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
What
if
is
people only
today?
knew.
Today's
You cuss like a
Thursday.
sailor on this daggone show before we get started. You get them all out.
Is today Thursday? Yeah, it is.
It is Thursday.
Gosh, I wish it was Friday, but I wouldn't miss this for the world.
It could be. But technically, it's the show's Friday.
Yeah, that's true. So it'll be Friday for 30, 45 minutes or so, right?
And it will be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to Bacon in Your Mailbox. How about an applause for, thank you. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. All right, that's enough. It is Thursday, January 14th, 2021, and this is show number 82 of Bacon in Your Mailbox.
Woo! 8-2.
Just
We should
blown
just
away
call
by that.
ourselves a 10.
Really?
8 plus 2.
Again, we've said this numerous times. We never thought the show would make it past 8, let alone 82.
We'll take it.
But we're here. That we are.
Yeah.
And speaking of being here, we hope that he is here. But good morning, Carter Blankenship.
Good morning, friend.
And let's see who is our first posters of the day. That would be our man, Jay Hobbs. Morning, Peeps.
Goodness. He's up early. Hey, Jay.
Yeah. And then there's Dustin Shepard with a yo-yo. Good morning, Hog Nation. That's a little different. I think Jana froze. Jana froze. So we've lost Jana. So she'll come back in here hopefully in a minute. Anyway. All right. So good morning, and Hog Nation. Is she back?
Did you break something?
No, you did. I have no idea what happened to you there.
I don't either. I was here. You went away.
No, you froze. All of us. Here's your face.
Great.
Yeah. I mean, it's only there, but everything's good now. I mean, the mice are moving. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Dustin is like, man, look at that t-shirt. He knew right away.
Did you call him and tell him you were going to wear it so he would watch the show today?
I did not.
All right.
It was
whatever.
It was all natural is what it was.
Organic. It just happened organically.
Yeah. Bryce Shoemate, morning Mondays, man.
Hey.
Yeah, it's been, Bryce and I make jokes about that. I think he's been Monday's man now, though. Yeah, he was added to the list. Mine was so long ago. It was like 2012. I'm old news now. I'm not even new news.
Same. I mean, I think I was Monday's man before it was Monday's man.
That
sounded so bad.
I was Monday's man when they didn't, I don't think they even left it in the paper. I mean, it was in the paper.
There you go. Yeah, you were Monday's man when they just put it up in the employee break room.
Yeah. Actually, I have my Monday's man article up on the wall back there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. I was surprised that they would even pick me early on. I'm surprised even if they pick me now, I would be Monday's man.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just be Tuesday and Thursday.
We own those days. We don't need that.
I do love reading them. You know, this week was my friend Rick Walters, who is involved with the Kentucky Basketball High School Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. Super guy, and Rotary and Oktoberfest. I mean, he's very involved in the community. But I loved the story. I thought the story was really good about him.
Yeah, I've not read I got halfway through it and it got distracted. I'm surprised that he hasn't been Monday's man before now.
He may have been. I mean, it may have just been a long time ago. I don't know.
I think it's a one-time deal. But when I see some of these people, like with Bryce, when Jeff Knoll and I were talking and Bryce had mentioned that he had not been, it was Jamie Armstrong and I were talking and Bryce had mentioned that he had not been Monday's man. I was kind of surprised by that. And now
we need to form a committee.
As you see people that are becoming Monday's man, you're like, I'm surprised they haven't been Monday's man by now. So maybe they were saving the best for last.
Perhaps.
So, good morning, Carolyn Evans. She said, "Good mowing." Hey, that's a compliment to me. You could tell me good mowing every day. I would mow a yard every day.
Listen, if you're mowing, the good news is you're enjoying sunshine. Yesterday, the sun came out and I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm looking forward to the forecast, but I have concerns because I heard a little something that something might be coming.
Yeah, well, in our forecast, we don't have it that far ahead. So
Oh,
today,
okay. All right.
so I left that out because, I mean, we can do what we want. Sun and clouds, 48 today. Cloudy with a little rain late tonight, 32, and clouds and 42 as we head into Friday. And then, there's some talk of some of that stuff, which we're way below normal with our snowfall for this time of year.
I know. And I'll be honest with you, I like it. I just like a little bit, and I like to be at home when I can enjoy it, where everyone is kind of safe. But I think we've had enough of home. And so I'd just be all right to just slide right into spring, to be honest.
I think I've been the good luck charm. So once I left doing morning radio, we've not had a super large amount of snow days.
Well, there you go.
And that's what I've been looking forward to, is snow days.
Is getting to watch the snow at 5 and 6 a.m. and just be inside.
And calling every radio station in town and asking them if school's closed.
Yes. Yeah.
And then changing my voice and doing it again. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
If school's canceled on a Tuesday and Thursday at 9:00, I may not be here. I may still be calling radio stations.
You may take a snow day.
I might. I'll do that. Let's see. Andy Crayenhagen is in here this morning. Good morning to Captain Beardman, Ken Salee.
Hey, Ken.
So I'm a little behind. Kim is in this morning. Appreciate her joining us. And if you're new, you're now a Baconite. A Baconite is somebody that can contribute to the show.
Right.
Because we're not.
Because it takes everybody.
And let's see. It's a good day for bacon and pirates. Brian Dennis knows it's Pirate Joke Day. It's good stuff. Hey, if you hear noise upstairs, you shouldn't, but you might. Today's carpet day. We're getting new carpet.
Nice.
No, not nice.
Yes.
No, it's not.
How exciting. And I bet Daisy is where is she during carpet installation?
I don't know. It just started like 5 minutes before we went live.
Okay. All right.
So they come to the door because, it makes all the sense in the world. And I've said this before. You get new furniture in your house and you get new carpet and a new puppy all at the same time.
Why not? That's the trifecta, babe. That's the triple crown.
This makes all the sense. So
listen, I saw that you posted a picture of her the other day. Did she behave when she was in your office the other day?
No, she did not.
Oh, she doesn't get to come back.
Well, she will, because I'm not going to leave her in her cage upstairs. And Garrett, had started back to school, and Gavin was out doing something. Jennifer was on a call.
Yep.
She did well, I guess.
I hear a butt coming on.
But there's a lot of wires here. And
I'm sure. It looked like her playground.
Yeah, and it was like puppies. And then I've got this big roller toolbox in here that has all cables and wires and stuff in it. She crawls underneath of that, but I don't know what's underneath there.
Oh, she's so cute. Cute.
She is. And
like,
she's getting
how much
better.
does she weigh now? Like, is she an armful or still like a handful?
Oh, she's getting in between.
Okay.
But she's grown very, very quickly. So we got to get her to the vet. Actually, I'm going to call today to get an appointment. We got to get a shot set up for that today.
Oh, that's
good morning, Matt Deneen. Great winter weather to get outside any weather's good.
I agree with you, Matt, because the sun's out. It took you long enough to get that sun up in the sky, friend.
Yeah.
But the trails are still looking good.
That's one thing we cannot complain about at all is our trail system around here.
We cannot. We can complain about a lot of things. We cannot complain about our beautiful trails, even in the dead of winter.
I had somebody the other day from out of town had messaged me about, hey, is there any good place to run in your community? Because I guess they were coming to Fort Knox. And I'm like, well, one, you've got a great trail on Fort Knox. And then you got Saunders Springs and Radcliffe. And then you can come to E-Town and there's 31 miles of trails. And they had ran our race at the falls.
Yep.
And it's just, we're blessed by that. So.
Really, that's one of my favorite questions.
It's
about paths and trails. My favorite question, because the answer is so phenomenal.
I mean, for those that don't know, Jana is the tourism director for E-Town. You have the easiest job on the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a sports park
Yes.
that's like Disney, and then we
Yeah.
have this beautiful trail system. What do you do? Just sit around in your office all day drinking coffee?
Pretty much just talking to people about how wonderful E-Town is. We do. We promote E-Town to sports teams. We promote E-Town to bourbon lovers because we are bourbon's backyard. We promote E-Town to the small meetings market for people to come in town and hold their small meetings. We promote E-Town to groups. I mean, it's crazy the different pockets of people out there that are interested in spending time in our community, and it's just great for local businesses. So that's my job, is to help support our local businesses by bringing people in.
Yeah, and when you bring people in, like our friends from Fort Knox, when they come in, whether they're coming in for a short period of time or not, I mean, in a way, you're selling them and hoping they stay, because we do have a lot of folks that after they leave the military, they're like, hey, I like this place, I'm going to stick around.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think about tourism as being community development. And really, it's community development because people visit places they'd like to live, and they live in places that they think are cool to visit. And so they're very related. And sometimes people don't connect those dots that way, but it truly is. If you have a quality of place that you live, it just translates into quality of a place to visit. It's fascinating. It's a really fun industry.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't say that earlier, but that's Jana Clark. She's community admirer. I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller. I mean, I kind of got distracted with when you froze on the screen. So
why does it always freeze in the worst possible facial expression? Is there a gremlin in there that causes that? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the internet is being a little crazy today. I don't know why. I mean, I think I've had some issues this morning, but I've got super fast internet, so I can't. It's not like, and I'm not one of those people that complains about the internet that much.
Same.
I remember dial-up days.
Yeah. Oh, listen.
But what I like is the people that complain whenever something doesn't work for 5 minutes. They're like, well, if the power goes out, they want to call them up and be like, hey, my power's been out 5 minutes. I want 5-minute credit on my electric bill.
Yes. Have you met my dad?
Is your dad like that? But
I think it's just a personality trait, that people that kind of like things a certain way, and when things aren't that way, it just causes a reaction. My dad I just say, take a breath. And then he's like, oh, you're right. But you have to remind him, like, you have to say it's okay. Yeah.
And I do get a little upset sometimes when the internet goes out, but then I have to calm down and go, wait a minute. I had dial up before, and I've had slower internet.
Put things in perspective is what I try to explain to him.
Right. Now, sometimes your internet runs faster than you've expected it to. Now, if your internet goes out and you're one of those people that call your internet provider and say, hey, my internet's been out for 3 minutes. I want a 3-minute credit on my bill. Are you the same person that calls them and said, hey, my internet has been running super fast today. Will you charge me 3% more because of that? Nobody does that.
Try that and see how that goes. Yeah. The people on the other end of the phone would be like, wait a minute, what?
And Ken says there's nothing better than Brandenburg fiber. Best change I've ever made. And Ken, I am on Brandenburg fiber. Yeah, I will totally agree there that they are. And Josh Basham, dial up, LOL. Josh, you had that. You had the AOL disc. You had one of those discs in your house.
When you're watching a movie and you hear that dial-up sound, it just takes you back, and it's a little, you got to adjust. Yeah.
I wish there was a software that we could put that on your system just so the kids could experience that for one day.
That's funny.
That would totally rock their world. You think about online gaming they do and all of this other stuff. If they had to dial it up to do that.
Oh my gosh. Truly. Oh. My oldest got a new computer for Christmas. Well, he got half of a computer because he had to spend half of his money to get the computer he wanted, because that's how it works these days, right? So I gave him half a computer. He bought himself half a computer.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so blown away about how fast it was. It has just made him realize how poor and pitiful the old one was.
Oh yeah. And I've got a laptop down here that I have to open up periodically to get some stuff off of. I don't even know why I still have it on there, but it is super, super slow.
Takes a little time.
Yeah.
Have to be patient.
Didn't dial up, was on rotary phones. LOL. Yeah. You had one of those, right? Jana, you had the rotary phone, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Do you have a party line?
No, I had, I was around when call waiting was first introduced. And we loved it. We didn't have a party line, but we had on our home phone call. I remember teaching my mom how to use the call waiting, and my dad didn't like it. So he would just ignore it. Like anytime that phone would beep, he was not checking the other line for anything. Like that was crazy. But no, I don't think I ever, I don't know. I don't think I've ever experienced a party line.
Now with the call waiting, I can get where your dad wouldn't want to do that. Because if I'm having a conversation with you and then all of a sudden it clicks in, I'm just saying, oh, hey, this conversation's not as important as you think it is. So I'm going to click over just to make sure it's not somebody else I really want to talk to.
And I think that's how he felt about it. Either that or he just didn't want me to know that he really didn't know how to work it.
Just to click. And then the party lines. Oh my gosh. Party lines were the early chat rooms. Yeah, you're right, man. But not by choice.
Nice.
You know, I mean, because you'd get on, you could be on the phone and all of a sudden little Betsy down the street's like, hey, you going to be on here all day? That's my Greene County coming out. I need to call somebody. I need to call somebody. You're like, I'm on the phone.
Wait, is that because you didn't know who was on there? I mean, obviously you didn't know, right?
Right. I mean, you all were sharing the same line.
Right.
Yeah. Or if you heard that click where somebody was picking it up.
That's what I was getting ready to say. In my house, you'd be on the phone and someone would pick up the phone from another room and all conversations would cease. And I would have to say, who is it? And my brother would say, will you get off the phone?
Did you have the long
hang up?
Did you have the long cord?
Oh yeah.
That went like,
I pulled that thing into my bedroom.
Which, by the way, it's funny that we're talking about this because this is also being discussed on Lyrics and Laughs, our Lyrics and Laughs podcast with Eric and Joe, Kenny Rambo and I. It will be released Friday morning at 7 a.m., episode number 41, I think, of that. We are breaking down the Red Akins hit, That Ain't My Truck.
Okay.
And we talk a little bit about phone calls like that and get into the long. So,
That's
all right,
fun.
Baconites, Jana, this or that. What would you say if you had to choose one? Would you go with dial-up internet or would you go with a party line on your phone? If you had to take one of the two.
Dial-up internet.
Okay. Baconites, you can chime in too. So
I think I like my one-on-one conversations on the phone because I just like, I think I would take dial-up internet. Yeah, before I would take a party line. What about you?
I'd dial up internet, no doubt.
Yeah.
Even though it would make life super, super rough, I would definitely do that. So
yeah.
Hey, happy Thursday morning to you too, Terry Owens, who was in the paper earlier this week.
Hi, Terry.
Yeah.
What a great picture.
I need to do an interview with her because she's been everywhere lately. Of course, now on the council and Radcliffe and doing great stuff there and is out each and every time. I need to talk about her because you know what? That's one of those folks that retired from the military and stayed here.
Good. We love those.
Yeah. And think about what she's done. My God.
We love those folks. Heck yeah.
So Shane Crutcher, former king of Ronnieville, now off God's country now doing other stuff. He says party line. And then Terry Ship says dial-up internet.
I agree.
Yeah, Terry would know. I guarantee you Terry had a party line growing up.
Terry probably owned the party line. He probably directed the party line.
Yeah. He had bell bottoms too, but that doesn't mean that's what we want.
I did too.
Kim says party line. She doesn't talk on the phone that much.
Yeah. I thought of that too, but
Yeah. What about texting? I,
What about
I,
it?
I used to think that was the dumbest thing ever. When it first came out, I'm going, why would I want to type something up when
I know.
I could call them? That's,
I know.
that's that's never going to work. And then when I did it, I'm like, oh, I don't have to say hello. And then you
I
have
know.
that whole cordial thing.
Right.
So,
And I can I will tell you that it is I'm a I'm not really a multitasker because people who talk about multitasking, they're like, that just means you're not doing one thing very well if you're doing too many things. I disagree with that because in today's day and age, I think you have to keep all your balls in the air. And the best way to do that is being really prompt with communication. And that's what texting allows me to do now. And you have a family member who's hard of hearing or deaf.
mm-hmm.
My dad is very hard of hearing, and texting has saved him. So I mean, I think it just depends on your situation, but all in all, I think texting is fabulous. I just think we maybe need to learn sometimes how to turn the whole thing off.
Yeah. And I want to get better at organization.
Yeah.
I've never been super, super great at that. I'm like an idea guy, but it's because I get my hands, we've talked before. I can't say no. I've got to learn to
Sure.
say no because I can't, if I could just condense what I'm doing, I could do a better job of it instead of having
Absolutely.
to rush.
10 minutes of quality focus on something is better than 30 minutes of trying to do too much at one time.
Yeah. And then if you're doing multiple things, then, you got, hey, I've got to do this race thing. I've got to do this video here. I've got to do a podcast recording for somebody here. I've got to do a commercial for somebody here. All those things have to go on one calendar, but they're different entities.
It's true.
So,
and another thing that texting does for me is I can tell someone to send me something and it reminds me to follow up on it later, or it reminds me of the date and time of something. Or if someone's going to send me an address and I need to send a card, I have it there. So it also helps me kind of keep a running track of to follow-ups that I can do later when I have downtime, when I shouldn't be doing something else. So, all in all, the positives definitely outweigh the negatives in my world.
Yeah. All right. So Elaine says party line. She would take that. Ken says, do I have to? That would make life tough. It would.
It would.
But it's a this or that type deal.
We have it so good now, Ken.
Yeah. And Terry says he does remember the party line for sure. Dustin says it's all about the gifts or the GIFs or the GIF, whatever they call them. I don't know.
Some of them are funny and some of them aren't.
Yeah. There was a time there that I was spending too much time trying to find one.
Right.
Which is slowing me down in response.
Right. I do love them for special occasions, like for birthday, like if I'm texting like college friends' birthdays, or if something, they sent me something and I want to have a really funny reaction to it or a very sentimental reaction. I do love them for those reasons because it's just fun.
Yeah.
Just fun.
Kim says I can ignore a text or answer when it is more convenient. You can, and it's right there.
Very true. Very true.
Which, and if this is not an indication on me, all right, don't judge me too much, but I have 177 text messages that are not read. So,
wow,
they're read. Okay. I have read them, but somebody will respond with, there'll be a response with an okay, or it's a group text or something.
Right.
And I just haven't.
Yeah. That happened to me.
Yeah.
So I have 0 text messages that have, I don't know how to do it. Haven't been read. Don't judge me for 573 emails that I haven't.
Oh, do we even want to go there? Hold on. Let me see if I can get that bad boy in there.
Greg, your phone's going to blow up.
2,000. Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. Jennifer was like 10,000 at one point.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway.
It's a lot.
And a lot of those there are not important emails. Those are the ones that get, it's a subscription thing, or it's some kind of, motivational. Right. Who needs life motivation every day? I'm not going to read that all the time.
I will tell you that I started this last year. I schedule 30 minutes on my calendar every week to do nothing but delete stuff off my Outlook. Emails, texts, old stuff. And 30 minutes isn't enough, don't get me wrong, but I literally have to schedule it. And it's usually on a Friday or Monday. And it really has helped me. It hasn't solved the issue, but it has helped me move in the right direction.
Ken says would take him 3 days to upload videos. So he is definitely in for the party line. Yeah. Kim says, note to self, never text Greg. I respond. those are, you have,
oh, that's awesome.
No idea sometimes how that goes. Again, sometimes it'll happen to where I'll get like 6 or 7 of them like right in a row.
Yes. And so if you're on several different groups, that will definitely happen. Definitely.
Yeah. And I've tried to use, like we use Slack and WhatsApp and some of those different apps and programs to kind of alleviate that some, because then it gets taken off the thread. But I saved some of those just so I could, I know what's there. Shane says his OCD could never handle that. It has to be no red bubble indications.
Wow. Goals.
And Shane, I know that you get a lot of texts and emails and stuff. So that has to be, no wonder you don't have any hair.
But it's just a habit. Read it, delete it. Read it, do something with it, delete it. Read it, do something with it, delete it, Yeah.
He went in and marked his wife's messages read. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so fun.
That's not good.
I love it.
Yeah. Andy says you're better off messaging Greg on Facebook Messenger.
Oh.
Actually, no. I mean, and that's the thing. I have an Apple device. So I see my texts on my Mac now, and I see the text on the iPad. I see the text on my phone. And for some stupid reason, when I got the truck, I set it up to where, the text notifications appear on the truck screen. That was stupid.
That makes your car a torture device.
Yeah, I'm taking that off. That reminds me.
Yeah.
I'll put that on my calendar with everything else. So Mary says, I'm glad I'm not as important as you all. I couldn't stand having to go through all those. We're not important. I mean, Jana's important.
It makes us inefficient, Mary.
The lifeblood of E-Town is on her back.
It really is. It also is a symptom of really laziness, because instead of, it's just not taking care of it. You're much better off in your position. Don't ever stop doing that.
Yeah, I've got to get better at it. And I'm trying. The New Year's resolution thing didn't work. Maybe I'll do a Valentine's resolution and start again. I mean, because if people can do their Valentine's trees, I can do a Valentine's resolution. So
Valentine's everywhere.
Yeah. And Shane says, my weakness. Yeah, I'm going to text you multiple times.
There you go. Just so he'll have to read it and delete it.
Yeah. And Jay is, the bad part is when you respond to a text in your head, but never actually reply.
Jay, that's me, which makes me end up doing it twice.
Yeah. Or if you get a text and you respond and then you get another one real quick, and then your brain starts processing something else, and then you can't remember if you did or not.
Absolutely.
And then you didn't, or you do like you said, and you do it twice. So
yes.
Andy says his reads to him. I don't do that.
So my husband doesn't text. He does voice to text. So he talks to his phone, but he doesn't have them read them back to him. So when he's texting, like we're in the car and I'm driving, or when we're sitting someplace, I only hear half the conversation. So I literally end up going, well, what'd they say? Because I'm only hearing your response.
Yeah. I did that for a while. That sucks. A parent can't understand redneck.
You have to do it a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has to get used to you. It has to learn your voice. What my husband said.
Well, apparently hi sounds like ho. Cause anytime that I would do that, it would be ho. So I would be ho, Jana, I mean, that's not going to go well.
Back at you, Greg.
Shane says he's lucky to get FM stations on his radio.
That's even better.
Yeah. When you have friends like mine, you don't listen to your messages in your truck with your family around. Oh, there are, with your friends with Eric Clemens or acquaintances with Eric Clemens, there's a lot
Yeah.
of things you don't do around other people.
Yeah. And I sometimes, when I'm at home, I put my phone on speaker because I'm always doing other stuff. And I'll call someone back and immediately I go, "Hey, you're on speaker in my kitchen." And that means, "Hey, friend, my teenage boys are walking through this kitchen at a moment's notice."
I think there should be a fine, a friendship fine, if you do not do that.
I love it. True. So true.
Because you may, when you're alone with your friend, certain things get said and you're comfortable.
Yes.
And if all of a
Yes.
sudden they're like, "Hey," and you just start busting out something,
I know.
they should say, "Hey, you're on speakerphone."
Yes. Yes.
Because I've been called before and said, "Hey, wanted to talk to you about what we talked about the other day. And by the way, I'm in the meeting with the board, and
I
somebody
love it.
put me on a spot. It
Wow.
was actually about a race, and I was like,
Yeah.
uh, uh,
Yeah.
works through it.
Friend code.
Today is Dress Up Your Pet Day.
Aw.
You don't do that to Tipsy, do you?
No, I got her a sweater when she got her hair cut before the holidays, and she didn't mind it, but Cookie doesn't like it. She doesn't like anything on her. They'll do bandanas, but we usually don't.
Maybe that's something we need to work. I don't want to be that guy, but
Yeah.
Chloe, we had for Halloween, we had this costume that went on her back, and it made her
Oh.
into a racehorse, and it was a little jockey.
Oh, how
And
cute.
and you throw a ball across the yard, and she'd run, and a little jockey's on her back. It was the cutest thing ever. But she hated it.
I was going to say, see, my boxer did not. She doesn't want anything on her. Tipsy doesn't care. Tipsy's just happy to be there. She doesn't care. Her name suits her personality. I'm not even kidding. Like she just is happy to be right by you. She doesn't really care what's going on around her. So she would wear a costume every day if I wanted her to. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're one of those people, God love you. Do it. Go ahead. And the expert or the people that organize these days, because anybody can do one.
Right.
They say, "Hey, post your picture of your pet in costume or dressed up
Yeah.
on your social media, or if you're one of those, on your pet's social media."
Absolutely.
Does
Someone said the other day they follow more dogs on Instagram than they follow people. And I was like, that's not such a bad thing.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Look, Mark Harris with Mark Harris Construction, Blue Ribbon,
Yeah.
whatever his other companies are. Mark
Yep.
Harris posts more on his dog's Instagram than he does on his own.
That's fabulous.
Lamar Jackson, the dog.
He's met my dog.
Has he?
I had her out in public. Yeah. I want to, when spring rolls around, I want to take her more places because I want her to get used to going and doing, because we didn't have a whole lot of time to do that because we weren't going anywhere. We were all, kind of shut down for that period of time. And so now that when the weather breaks, I want to get her out and about more. So we'll go around visiting.
Yeah. Daisy loves people, which I'm glad she does. Because Chloe
Absolutely.
did. And I didn't want a dog that was just,
Yeah.
not
Chloe was a
social.
very friendly dog. Yeah.
Daisy loves it when people come over. She's figured out that when the front door opens, with an alarm system that says front door, she knows
Oh.
it's somewhere. She just doesn't know the house yet. She goes the wrong direction.
Cute. That's cute.
But I want to get her out too. But right now, getting her on a leash
Yeah.
is like breaking a Bronco.
Yeah.
You
That's
put
awesome.
that leash on her and she goes psycho.
Well, she knows what she likes. Let's get out and do our business. Get some fresh air.
But I got to figure, and some of our friends have gotten puppies too, and they're looking for somebody to help train them. And I'm kind of looking at that, but just some of the prices I've seen, I'm not looking for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I
Just
want
Google it. Just do it on your own.
Yeah, I think Daisy, if she just understood that, hey, if I can put you on the leash, life is going to be awesome for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But outside of that, when you act like crazy like that, I'm afraid she's going to snap her neck. So
I need a video of that.
Yeah. Dustin says that's all Samantha does is look at dogs. When she gets quiet in the truck, that means dogs are on the screen.
I love it.
Yeah. It's good until they pee and poop in the house.
That's right. Then you just get new carpet and they'll ruin that too.
Yeah, exactly. You just get which getting new carpet in the house that you live in is an adventure anyway.
Yeah. I don't have any carpet, which is interesting because I've never lived in a house that didn't have a stitch of carpet in it anywhere. And I kind of wish I did. I wish I did on the stairs, and I kind of wish I did in my bedroom. But I have no carpet.
Yeah,
but once you get used to it.
Yeah, I keep debating, do I want to put a runner down the steps?
Yeah.
Just because of the hardwood. But we have some carpet. Our master bedroom has carpet, and upstairs, the boys' rooms and stuff have carpet. So, and that's what we're going to, and I don't know. I mean, our house was built in 99, I think it was. Mm-hmm. Was it? I don't know. Actually, it's probably later than that. But the carpet was whitish, which that doesn't stand up.
No.
Who thinks that's a great idea to put whitish
they didn't
carpet?
Have boys or dogs.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you're walking in your house.
It's true.
It's never going to stand up to anything. And if it gets any type of stain, it's going to show.
So did you get like some type of beige shag?
I don't know if it's shag. It's a darker color. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, years ago, our old house in Indiana, our sunroom, when I took my putter and made them roll out a piece of the carpet so I could putt on it. Cause I said, look, I'm going to be putting in the sunroom. It needs that puttability. This carpet does not have puttability.
Well, that's all right. You don't need to be putting on all of your carpet anyway, but that makes sense for a sunroom. So the pile or whatever it's called wasn't too, so the green was smoother than, landing in the rough or whatever, like you could put it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a putter in the basement and it has it's like a green carpet that like rolls out and then it has the thing at the end that kicks the little ball back that we play. Yeah. You could putt while you're waiting on your turn for golden tee.
See, I've got that. Now, my goal is eventually I want a putting green in the yard.
That's fine.
But I'm not going to pay somebody to install it. I'm going to do it. I've watched a ton of videos on it. I just haven't got the courage up to do it yet.
Yep.
So I just think that'd be kind of cool to have.
I think you have to go for it and then you have to just keep tweaking it. Like I think it just requires regular attention, which you can do. That's great.
I think it'd be fun to have.
They will help.
So, but getting carpet hasn't been fun to have because, the second floor, there's just one way up there. That's across the catwalk. And we weren't bringing everything down.
Right.
There's no way. I'm not moving out of the second floor of the house.
Right. So you just move things around.
Yeah. So that math has been crazy. So I've worked out in my head. I'm like, okay, they can do the hallway. They can do Garrett's room and they can do the extra bedroom. And then we'll move everything into Gavin's room. And then when that's done, we will split those two up and they can do Gavin's room and then they can do the master bedroom. The guy comes in and says, oh yeah, we brought that carpet and that carpet. We didn't bring the hallway yet. I'm like,
oh no.
So, okay.
I was going to say, is that your job to figure all that out? Because I would think that would just be someone else's job. Like whoever's doing it. No?
Well, no, I mean, I'm sure you could pay for that, but who are you talking about, Jana? Now, I did. And again, people know that I'm frugal or cheap. Funny. Use whatever you want.
Yep.
I did say, hey, let's go ahead and splurge and have them take the old carpet up.
Ooh.
I know. Actually, I didn't say that. Jennifer did that without me asking. I'm just going to take credit for it. So, but anyway.
That was a good move.
So we will have carpet. And the great thing about it is we have puppy gates too. Puppy gates are permanent. Great. Yeah.
There you go.
We got to do that. That's not
problem solved. That's
not going to end well. All right. Hey, I think it's about time. Are you ready for it?
Is it time?
It's time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Jana's pirate joke of the week.
Okay, hang on. Remember when you asked me Tuesday if I knew what today's pirate joke was going to be, and I said yes, but I really didn't? Right after Tuesday, I found it, and I've practiced. So, here we go. What is a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet?
What is a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet? I don't know. What is it?
Not what you think it is.
Okay. All right. What is it?
It's a P. Because it's kind of like an R, but missing a leg. Come on.
I'll give you that one.
You all were going for R, then you were going for P. Yeah. Then there's no telling. You did not expect a P, admit it.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Look, if a dad joke and a pirate joke had a baby, it would be that. That's what that was.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. I am completely okay with that.
Jeff was on it. He said R, and you missed it. Preacher man.
Oh, Jeff. No.
But yeah, I mean, you're getting good response. I mean, it's on
good.
It. I mean, right.
Some of them are not worthy of applause, but that one,
yeah,
good one.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, you're killing
That's Pirate Joke 2021, baby.
You're not going to drop your mug, right? I thought you were going to do a mic drop.
I found that one. I found a good one for next week too, but we'll talk about that next week.
Okay. Am I going to have to really think about that one too and have like a class involved?
Maybe. No.
Look at that. Vicky says she's howling. She liked that one.
Oh, Vicky howls every Thursday morning.
All right. So, some bacon bits, it gets your brain, motivated to go through the day and to share with other people. Yeah. Did you know that the majority of your brain is fat?
Amen.
Didn't know if you knew that. Did you know female canaries cannot sing?
So when someone says sing like a canary, they're talking about the boys.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They can't sing.
One.
So,
good one.
And do you know the optimal time for an Oreo cookie to be dipped?
Midnight with a cold glass of milk.
Yeah. No, but do you know what the optimal amount of time to dip an Oreo cookie?
No.
It is apparently 3 seconds. It gives you the optimal balance of sogginess and structural integrity. That is according to Mental Floss magazine.
1, 2, 3. I would tend to agree. Ish.
So are you one that just likes to get milk on the cookie, or do you like it to almost be at the point of total structural failure before you pull out the Oreo?
So full disclosure, my favorite is probably just to take a bite of the cookie and have milk as the drink. I'm not a big dunker when it comes to Oreos. Now, if it's a graham cracker, I like to barely dip my graham cracker. But I don't think I'm really an Oreo dunker.
Okay.
I had to be completely honest about it.
I'm a dunker. Yeah, I'm at the point. I'm a risk taker with that. I am at the point that I'm waiting for it to lose its structural integrity and break off, and then
you end up going in for the rescue mission, right?
Yeah,
you end up
if you don't have a good day. Now there's some days all the stars are in alignment.
Yep.
And the good Lord upstairs says, Greg, today's going to be an optimal cookie day for you.
High risk, high reward.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And it's, it's not it's a high risk, but it's always a reward, because even if they break off, you just go,
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. And Jeff believes in full immersion.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. I think we've
listen. I think so too, for not knowing what we were going to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, I have a whole, I'm probably going to stop prepping for the show because I've just wasted all of that.
Listen, I hope you have a good Thursday.
I will. Me and my friends upstairs.
I was going to say, I hope things go well today. Be kind to those that are working in your house and protect that little cute little baby. If she needs someplace to go, you could bring her over here for a little while.
Deal.
Okay.
Deal. I'll bring her right over there. You got to deal with the whole deal. I mean, hey, we did get her one of those Kongs, that you roll around the floor,
great.
which has been a big debate in our house because Jennifer hates those because, the dog slobber.
Yep.
But that was a great purchase.
Yep. Those
Kept
are
her
good
busy for a while. So
those are good.
And you know what? If you put Cheese Whiz in it, teenage boys get them good too. But you got to buy the larger ones because the smaller ones can make them choke. Try that with your kids this weekend, Jana.
You can top it for next week. You're the one that introduced my kids to easy cheese, squeeze canned cheese.
Cheese Whiz. Yeah. Put Cheese Whiz in a Kong. Guarantee you those kids will keep themselves distracted for a while.
All day.
All right. She's Jana Clark, community admirer. I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller. And this has been show number 82 of Bacon in Your Mailbox. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, y'all.